I'm Mike Claiborne, president of the CREATE Foundation. We are very proud to be the oldest and largest community foundation in Mississippi. The McLeans established CREATE in 1972 and had a vision of helping other people accomplish their charitable giving interest, but also to make a lasting difference in the future of our region.
George McLean was the publisher and sole owner of the Daily Journal, and he wanted to have the Journal remain as a locally owned, regionally owned newspaper because of its importance in community and economic development. He couldn't figure out a way to do that, so he decided to form a foundation, and a community foundation was the model they chose, and it satisfied not only his interest in keeping the newspaper regionally owned, but it also provided a way for people to satisfy their charitable interests by using various donor opportunities that we provide.
At the first board meeting of CREATE in 1972, the McLeans indicated that they had several areas that they were particularly interested in. The first was the growth and development of the very young, from 0 to 5 years old. They also felt like it was important to train people in vocational technical skills to help them get a job to provide for their families. Leadership development was also important for the McLeans. They felt like this was a key component for any community to grow and to be the best that it can be. They also wanted to help people with their charitable giving, to provide a vehicle to encourage them in their giving. It's actually pretty remarkable when you think about here we are nearly 50 years later, and many of these same things the McLeans were talking about at the first meeting of CREATE are still very important to us and to the growth and development of our region.
I think George McLean's entire life was spent trying to upgrade people's lives. And he believed that rather than a top-down approach, you needed a bottoms-up approach in terms of having people become as well educated as they can and to work in good jobs and to be careful about their money and about their community service.
Every now and then I will take out Mr. McLean's letter and read it and look at what he said. All of those four major emphases that he had, they're still relevant today. We have donors who help carry out Mr. McLean's wishes.
I think CREATE is significant for a couple of reasons. First, it's an organization that takes a position on critical issues and builds regional development. All community foundations provide donor services. That's the main reason they're in business. But we're a hybrid organization because we provide regional community development through the Commission on the Future of Northeast Mississippi. The reason we were able to do that was we utilized journal dividends for a number of years.
We have the capacity to help donors who give $100 or millions of dollars, and our objective is to help you identify and accomplish your charitable giving interest, whether that's through establishing an endowment fund, a donor advised fund, or some other charitable giving that fits your situation.
I think the heart of community foundations is building endowments, which are permanent funds to support various causes. But CREATE doesn't specify to the donor what those causes are. The donor decides.
CREATE is a vehicle to help people carry out their wishes, not just for one segment of the population, but for all people. We help people create legacies to carry out their wishes that will expand to generations and generations.
Well, I think when people give their hard-earned money to an organization for a charitable purpose, or really any purpose, they expect it to be handled with integrity, to follow the donor intent, and to invest the money in a responsible way. And that's what we try to do.
George McLean believed that if a community or a region was going to accomplish anything, that they had to believe that they needed to do it themselves. that they couldn't depend on anyone from Jackson or Washington or anywhere else to come in here and, as he said, do it for us. We still believe that today. We believe the things that we deem to be important to the future of this region, we need to make happen as people of Northeast Mississippi. We have many partnerships that help us accomplish so many things, and we would love to partner with you and work with you to help our region be a better place to live.